Hello, and welcome back to another video. Yes, I actually did have time for a triple upload, which is actually pretty crazy. But yeah, guys, this is my third video. I actually saved the most exciting and best video for last, in my opinion. This is going to be one of the best and most exciting videos of today. Guys, we're going to be possibly seeing there's actually a chance for a major snowstorm that could bring in a lot of snow for widespread Thanksgiving snow. We can have it stretching all the way from the west to the Midwest, is where we can have a huge, major windstorm that can bring in almost 3 or possibly more than 3 feet of snow in the western United States and the Sierra Mountains, and even up to a foot of snow in the Midwest, guys. So we're seeing a major snowstorm. This is not just a major, maybe a snowstorm in the Sierra Mountains that bring that scattered 3 feet just in those little areas. We're seeing a major, widespread, almost the whole western United States could be seeing a snowy Thanksgiving, guys. In my opinion, this is actually looks like I actually have to charge my computer. So that'll be very exciting to charge my computer too. But yeah, guys, this is very, very exciting. Be sure to subscribe button, guys. I'm spending hours of my day on my Wednesday day to make these videos, or these 3 videos for you guys. So be sure to help me out, guys. Also be sure to hit the like button and hit the post notification icon so you get notified when I do videos. This is exciting and all that. But without further ado, let's get in this November Thanksgiving snowy forecast. Alright, guys, so again, we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service again. You're probably thinking, bro, if you guys are watching all these videos, you're probably, this is the third time I've looked at the National Weather Service. So guys, if you guys want to go ahead and skip this National Weather Service part, go ahead. I wouldn't be mad, because honestly, guys, I'm probably going to be also sick of looking at this for like the 80th time also, because I have to pull these up again. And again, and refresh again and again. So yeah, I've looked at this probably way more than you guys, but yeah, I totally get it. Same thing, but yeah, we're going to be just talking about the same thing again. We're just going to be going over these these advisories, and this is actually possibly an example of what we can see on like Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving Day. If this is just big, I'll actually post on Thanksgiving Day possibly 1 to 2 times on this. I know many of you guys want to watch it, but anyways, this is probably an example of what this will look like, because we're going to have so many areas in the Midwest and Western United States that could be seeing plenty of windstorm warnings and advisories. So this could be what it looks like based on basically all these areas, but we'll see a lot more advisories right here. Trust me, guys, we can see up to 4 feet of snow on the ground for these areas by Thanksgiving, which is crazy. But as you can tell, we have a couple advisories and windstorm advisories and warnings for the Sierra Mountains. We also have a couple advisories for central Colorado all the way to Nevada. We also have these windstorm warnings in effect for southwestern Utah, Colorado, and Nevada. We also have plenty of advisories for New Mexico. Now, this is actually a bit new. We have a couple more advisories for New Mexico. We still have some for Nebraska. We still have some for we have a couple also for Cheyenne, Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming. Have a couple warnings here, and then we have a couple windstorm warnings and advisories near Duluth, Minnesota, and near the northeastern part of North Dakota. I went through this really fast, guys, because again, I already went through this for the third time. And again, also we have these flash flood watches and flash flood warnings in effect for Arizona and the Southwest. So again, guys, we're going to be seeing very much needed rain. It's actually going to be very heavy downpours at times. So now we're going to be looking at the radar, but this is also be the third time you guys look at the European radar. But I'm actually starting on Monday. This is the 18th. No, this is the 25th of Monday of Thanksgiving break. So as you can tell, we aren't seeing really anything interesting on Monday. But again, that's we'll start to see some weather, kind of stuff starting to ramp up now. So we're going to be starting on Monday again by Tuesday, the 26th. That's when we start to see this rocky snow kind of unleashing, as you can say. That's when we see these temperatures drop and see the snow continue to become a bit more widespread. We've been seeing the same pattern thing for the past years with how just the western snowstorms start. I do not know why this EpiPen is going to be like this in the last video today. Well, I don't know why it's not work. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally. So again, here we have this major snowstorm, or it's probably not going to be named here yet, but this is where we have these plenty of advisories and warnings. We have heavy snowfall for Helena, areas in Idaho Falls, even some snow out there for northern Colorado, even Logan, Utah. As we get into Tuesday night, we'll have very heavy rain becoming a bit more widespread now into the plains. So that's where we'll start to see that snow into Kansas. And you're probably wondering, where's this talk of a major snowstorm? Wouldn't it be major by Tuesday? Thanksgiving Eve kind of like unleashes the whole thing. So that's where we have it. So that's why it's very, very dangerous, because it could become very big right before where people need big news. And also could affect the Black Friday, if you're going to go out on Black Friday, because guys, I don't think you're going to go out in blizzard conditions. But again, we're seeing very heavy snow for areas in Kansas, areas in Denver, Colorado Springs. And then we have this moisture, though. We still have this moisture right here into the areas of the northwestern United States. So that's where we could have that second system to come in and just connect with everything in the western United States. So again, here we have that bringing possibly some snow on Wednesday, which is going to be Thanksgiving Eve. The GFS is not showing that, so the GFS is not showing this at all, but the European is showing possibly snow for Indianapolis, Aurora, Illinois, Springfield, St. Louis, and Toledo, even Detroit on Thanksgiving Eve. But that is when we have this major system right here starting to unleash in the western United States. We have incredibly heavy snow, blizzard conditions out here for the western United States, out here in the Sierra Mountains, having plenty of snow out here for Idaho, all the way to Colorado. This is Thanksgiving Eve, so they kind of just get out of here, so travel will be crazy. By also later the night of Thanksgiving Eve, or Wednesday the 27th, just look how big this is, guys. This is incredibly big, guys. This is just massive. I remember last time we had to talk about this last year. We have snow for Colorado Springs, Salt Lake City, airs into central Nevada, Lake Tahoe, and the Sierra Mountains, and the Yamasee National Park, areas into Casper, Wyoming, Yellowstone, areas into Oregon and Idaho, and the Rockies. We'll be continuing to see just snow and snow and snow just continue to pile up, guys. And this is in the Rockies, so you don't have to wait for it to be cold enough to stick. This is going to stick as soon as it touches and it leaves. By Thanksgiving Day, look how massive this snowstorm is, guys. This is completely massive. What we can see, just look at the size of this, guys. This is going to be incredibly dangerous. Like, this is a massive snowstorm that's going to bring in some snow on Thanksgiving, all the way from New Mexico to the Canada border. All of Montana's under snow. Almost all of Wyoming will have possibly blizzard conditions. For Billings, Montana, areas into the Bismarck area will start to see that snow. Minneapolis start to see some flurries. Denver and Colorado Springs will start to see a snowy Thanksgiving. Cheyenne will see a snowy Thanksgiving. But look at Thursday evening, or kind of when you're eating. Look at this massive snowstorm. So again, it kind of brings in that snow for Thanksgiving Eve, and very heavy snow for Tuesday and Thanksgiving Eve for the Sierra Mountains. And then by Thursday or Thanksgiving Day, that's when it starts to move up, and we can have potentially blizzard conditions for Bismarck areas and near the South Dakota border with Iowa. Can definitely see some very heavy snow. Billings, Montana, areas into northern Iowa, Minneapolis, areas into the Midwest will start to see that snow. And by Black Friday, we can have incredibly heavy snow continuing from Minneapolis, Bismarck, Billings, Green Bay, maybe even Madison, Wisconsin, and maybe just north of Chicago. And we can see the snow continuing by Black Friday. That could bring widespread snowfall, guys. This will be possibly, if this western snowstorm does not be named, it can possibly the next name, which will be Dorothy, guys. This is actually no joke. This is actually a major snowstorm. So again, here we are looking at the GFS radar now. If we can get this thing to actually scroll up. So yeah, let's just wait for this GFS thing to actually scroll up. Alright, here we go. So, now we just, alright, here we go. So this is Tuesday the 26th, and as you can tell, here we have, again, that rocky snowstorm starting to, beginning to become a bit more widespread. We just have those rocky snowstorms out there for northwestern Colorado. We have some snow northwestern New Mexico. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but by Tuesday night, that's when this major snowstorm, we can have possibly 2 blizzards. This is the first one. The European doesn't really show this one, but here's a low pressure system, guys, at 981 millibars, guys. 981. That's like what we've seen with the tropical systems. As you can tell, we have very heavy snow for Dodge City, areas into Omaha, Nebraska, areas into Minneapolis, even Amarillo, Texas, and even southeastern or Colorado. As we get into Tuesday and Wednesday night, no, sorry, Tuesday, but Wednesday morning, guys, look at this. We dropped to 980 millibars, and look at this, guys. This is a repeat of the blizzard from last year. Now, this could be incredibly historic. We're going to be seeing incredibly heavy snow. I mean, very heavy blizzard conditions, whiteout conditions for areas into Omaha, Lincoln, areas into Wichita, central, Kansas, Minneapolis, and then we'll have that snow even coming into the areas of the western United States. So we can have possibly 2 major systems to start forming that could be affecting it. This is Thanksgiving Eve, guys. Look at this, 978 millibars. We're going to be seeing blizzard conditions for Des Moines, Minneapolis, Waukegan, Wisconsin, Omaha, Wichita, Dodge City, Kansas City, and look at this though. It's gonna start to lighten up a little bit. Minneapolis, Aurora, maybe even Fort Wayne and Indianapolis. But look at this, even the west now, we start to see that heavy snow now. But look, here we have that Sierra Mountain snow right here near Lake Tahoe. That is possibly where we can see up to 5 feet of snow. So as we get into Thanksgiving, looks like we maybe even see a snowy Thanksgiving out here, or maybe some flurries out there for Chicago, areas in Green Bay, areas into Indianapolis, maybe even Tennessee and the Appalachian Mountains. But it's not looking like it will be very likely for these areas to see snowy Thanksgiving. It's looking a lot likely for the western United States. But as you can tell, we're going to be seeing incredibly heavy snow with this low pressure system for areas into Salt Lake City, Lake Tahoe, areas in the Sierra Mountains out here just outside of Seattle and Salem. We're going to have very heavy snow for Idaho Falls, the areas near Yamasip. As we continue by Thursday, we'll see this incredibly heavy snow out of here for the areas of the Northwest, and maybe even more into the mountain time areas where we can have Billings, Montana, Helena, to possibly see some heavy snow. By Black Friday, we see the snow hanging out here into the western United States. It's looking a lot worse for the plains in the Midwest for the GFS, and a lot worse for the areas in the western United States for the European. So it's a lot different, and the locations are actually very uncertain, guys. Again, this is very far out, but I'm just giving people to warnings right now. This is, again, about a week away from now. As you can tell, guys, look at this snowfall total. So this is the Saturday, the 2 days after Thanksgiving. So this is not far out, or this is not way after Thanksgiving. So not additional snowfall. Look at this, guys. 56 inches of snow for areas out there into the Sierra Mountains, and this will be on Thanksgiving. This is what you'll be seeing on Thanksgiving. This will be you'll be seeing on the ground. Oh, guys, this is gonna be incredibly heavy snow for these areas. Olympia, Seattle won't see anything, of course, but look how widespread this snowfall will be for possibly Thanksgiving. This will be incredibly difficult to forecast as we don't have just one location. We have all these locations, possibly from coast to coast. We can have a snowy Thanksgiving, guys. This is very uncertain. The location will be a lot closer by obviously next week. I just want to give a warning. But again, guys, look at all the Sierra Mountain snow, up to 25 inches near Lake Tahoe. We're going to have possibly up to a foot of snow for Flagstaff. We can have possibly 2 feet of snow for Salt Lake City, possibly even a foot of snow for Denver, Colorado, and maybe even up to 3 feet of snow for southern areas of Colorado. Possibly even see up to 3 feet out here in the national park in Idaho. Areas near Bozeman can see half a foot. And then look, we can also see this major areas in the Midwest that can also be seeing a lot of snow out here. Minneapolis can see up to 7 to 8 inches. Areas near Duluth can be seeing up to possibly a foot of snow. Areas near Lincoln, Nebraska can also be seeing about a half a foot of snow. And then it looks like we can be seeing an inch or so around Chicago and Milwaukee, maybe even a half a foot of snow for Detroit, and maybe even lake effect snow, guys. But again, it's very uncertain for the northeastern United States, but it's very certain looking for the western United States. And then we're going to be looking at the European really quick. We gotta get to what's this Thanksgiving is Thursday. By Friday, this is what we're looking at, guys. Look, maximum 67 inches, guys, but this will be more for British Columbia. But look at the widespread amount of snowfall. Again, these models are completely different, but look at this, guys. A whole lot of snow for the Sierra Mountains, no matter what, up to possibly 21 inches for for Lake Tahoe. And we can even some snow on the coastal parts of even up to a half foot of snow for the coastal parts of Oregon. Yes, coastal parts. And then we can possibly see it up to 8 to 7 inches for Colorado. Possibly maybe even a bit more snow for the areas near the Indiana area, up to 7 inches near Fort Wayne. Again, guys, these snowfall areas are a lot different. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye, guys.